Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we successfully set up our total template, right? That is our e-wallet template. And also I included this project in our editor, in our Visual Studio Code editor, here all that file, right? First of all, I want to run our this index HTML with the live server. I simply run it. Now you can see it's now successfully loaded. So friend, here first of all I want to work in our this form. Okay, here that have one of the form in our HTML template. If you go to our HTML template right now, that is our index.html, right? And into this index.html there have one of the form. Like here you can see that is one of the form, and into this form there have also one of the ID as the e-wallet form. So first of all I want to get this ID. Okay, here I want to get this ID. Now what exactly we have to do? Now we have to take it in our index.js, right? Here we have to work. First of all, I want to get it. So if you want to get it, first of all, here we have to run out the document. And after the document, I want to select our form, right? I want to select our form ID. If you want to get this, then that will be as a query selector. So now with this query selector, I want to get this ID. Okay, so here, if you want to get this ID, our ID name as e-wallet form, I simply copy it now in our index. Into this index here, if you want to add this ID, as I told you before, here we have to add that hash, and then that will be as a ID. And after that, we have to add one of the listener, right? So if you want to add that listener, then that will be the add event listener. Okay, so I simply add that add event listener. So that is one of the method, and into this method area here, first of all we have to declare the type. Okay, that will be, I make it as a submit type. So I make it as a submit type. And also after that, here we have to declare one of the function. So I simply loaded that function, and into this function area here I want to pass one of the event. Okay, here I simply pass one of the event. I hope you already remembered that part, because I have already discussed about that things with you. And now for the first time I want to do, like, when you submit this form, this page not should be loaded. Okay, that means this page not should be reloaded. If you want to prevent it, then there is our this event I want to prevent. So there is also another function as a prevent default. Okay, there is a prevent default method. So with this method it should be protected our reload page. Okay, now I want to check it. If you want to the first time I want to check it with the console log, with the console, and then the console log area here I want to do when this form will be submitted, it will be displayed as a form. Okay, form submitted. This type of the message that will be displayed in our console area. Okay, now let's check this out. If everything okay, it should be work. Now click as a save all, and now if you go here, I want to refresh it. Okay, I just simply put one of the name, that is one of the description, I put one of the value, and after that if you click as a submit, and now if you go to that inspect, okay, into this inspect I want to check it. Now go to that source, and there is a console, right? And into this console here you can see, if you now refresh it, now I want to submit it again. Okay, I submit it, and again I put some of the value, click as a enter. You can see it's now displayed as a form submitted. That means right now from here I simply displayed when this form will be submitted, then that will be displayed as a form submitted, which is totally fine. And now I want to actually get this value. That means whatever the things you will pass in here, and also there is all that our value as a numeric value. So this description and this number is value, all the data I want to get. Okay, here now we have to work for this. So which data I want to get? I want to get that this plus minus, and also that have one of the description, and then that is our value. So if you go to our HTML, into this index.html, that is our form. You can see into this form that is our option as a select option, and now that is our select class as a add type. Here we have to get it, and also there is another one, there is input field, right? Input field, there is a add description, there is also another class. Here we have to get this class, and also another one as the input field add value, right? So that is actually the three field. I want to get that three field data. So if you want to get this three field data, what exactly you have to do? Like in our index. So into this index I want to do here, there is very much easy process. That means the same process now we have to work, but I want to take one of the variable. Okay, into this variable area I want to take it. So better I make it as a constant variable, and here I take one of the variable as a type. okay, type type. And then I want to do that will be as a document, and then the query selector. So that is a query selector, and here I want to get that our class name here, if you go, that is our add type, right? I want to simply get this add type class, and from to this position, what exactly the data I want to get? I want to get that value, right? So that will be as a value. So I simply get this value. Okay friend, I hope it's very much clear to you. And also I want to take our another one, that will be the description. I take another constant variable and I just name it as a description. Okay, description, and then the document, and then the query selector. And with this query selector, now there is our another class for the description field, that is input field. You can see there is our another class name as add description. So I copy this add description, and now here I simply paste it. Great. And also from to the description, I want to get that value. Okay, I simply load this value, and then the another one with the constant, I name it as a value. Okay, value, whatever the name actually you choose. So now then the same process with the document and then the query selector. I hope friend every part becoming very clear, right? And now there is our another field in here, that is our add value. Okay, that is our another input field, class name as add value. I simply copy it, and then I want to add it in here. From to this position, I want to get that value. Now if you want to check it, you can check it with the console log. Okay, console, that is a console log, and into this console log area, here I want to print our three of this variable. One is the type, another is the description, another is the value. Okay, I simply take both of these, and now if you want to check it, click as a save all, and now go to our project. Now click as a refresh. Okay, I make it as a refresh, I make it as a plus, and I put as a aryan, that is a description, and I put that value as a 20. Okay, and now if you click as a submit, perfect, you can see it's now perfectly get that plus value. That means that is actually our selected value, and then there is our description value, and also that is our value. Okay, it's now perfectly get all that our form value. I hope friend it's very much clear to you. So now I want to do when you submit this form. Okay, I have already get this value as a plus, and then the description value, and then that is our input value, right? Here I have already get all the data. Now this data I want to do and to visible it in here. Okay, that is one of the two item. As I told you before, if you go to our index HTML, into this index HTML, here you can see that is also one of the item, and then there is another item. I want to do and to visible that things like that way. Okay, here when you submit it, then this all that our value will be added in here with this item layout. So if you want to do that work, like there is on the collection. So first of all, I want to actually take this item, and then into the child area, that means in our collection child, I will actually add this part. It's very easy process, but I copy this item. Okay, I copy this total item, and now we have to work in our index. So into this index, better first time I want to do and to put some of the comment, multiple syntax comment. I want to use it, and also I want to close it. Okay, I simply close it, and here I paste it. So that is our total item, and in particular that position I want to do after this, because I have already get the type, description, and the value. Right now we can actually display it. I want to do and to take one of the constant. Okay, constant. I take that constant, and I just name another variable as a new HTML. Okay, HTML, and here I want to do and to use that as a backtick, because I want to display all that our value. That is our backtick, and into this backtick area, here I want to copy this item. Okay, I copy this item, and then I paste it. Okay, I simply paste it. So in particular that position, what exactly we have to do, like that is one of the description, right? Description means that is our description. I want to do and to display this description. If you want to display it, then what exactly you have to do? First of all, that will be as a dollar, right? Remember, I hope you already remember that part. That will be as a dollar, and then the curly bracket. So into this curly bracket, that will be our description. Great. And also I want to do the same things. I want to do the same things for the, you can see that is display as a minus, and then that will be another one as a plus. So here that will be our type. I want to do and to use it first of all as a dollar, and then that will be as a type, right? Here that will be display our type as a plus or minus, and after the dollar, then that will be display our value. Okay, I will simply copy it, and then first of all, the first time that will be as a dollar sign, and then in a curly bracket I want to display the value. Okay, that's all. Okay, and now I want to better visible it. Okay, I want to visible it. So after this, okay, after this, that is our curly bracket, that means our backtick is ended in here, right? Backtick is ended, and before this I want to do a display. I want to display with the console log, that will be as a console, and with the console log here I want to display our this new, okay, new HTML. I want to do and to display it, then everything will be more clear. And here better I want to make it as a semicolon. Okay, now let's check this out. Click as a save all, and now if you go, now refresh it, and now I want to pass as a minus. I pass as a some of the text, I pass on the value. Click as a enter. You can see it's now perfectly get our this total item, and also you can see it's now display our value as a 44. Here I have passed that 44. They have some of the text. You can see there is the text is display, there is a description is display perfectly, right? And also it's now display as a minus because I have actually select as a minus type. So now what exactly we have to do? So that is one of the item, right? So this item is one of the child class. If you go to our index HTML, into this index HTML there is our another class as a collection, right? Into this collection area there is one of the child class as a item. Now for the first time we have to take our this collection, and then we have to append this item in here. So that is a pretty much simple process we have to follow. So now first of all I want to get our this collection. If you want to get this collection, what exactly you have to do after this? Okay, after this I want to do better. I want to take one of the variable with the constant variable, that is a constant variable. I just name it as a collection, and then into this collection that will be the same as a documents, and then the query selector. With this query selector I want to get this class name, right? Our class name here as a our parent as a collection. I copy it, that will be as a collection. Okay, I simply get it, and after that into this collection area here I want to add our this item, right? That is the actual item I want to take it. So if you want to do that work, they have the multiple way you can do it, but in this video I want to discuss about another function that will be as a I just show you. That will be as a collection. Okay, there is a collection variable because here I have already get this class, take the things with this variable as a collection. Now with this collection they have one of the method as a insert. Okay, insert adjacent HTML. That is one of the method. Okay, into this method area here I want to pass one of the position. Okay, so this will be passed one of the parameter as a position parameter. You can see it's also display as a position. So you can actually display multiple position like here. I want to do when you submit it, that will be display for the first time. Okay, that means our last data will be displayed into the first area. So they have one of the position name as a after begin. I want to use this position name as after begin. Okay, after begin, and into this after begin area here I want to pass our this HTML. Okay, that means that is actually our total HTML item. Here I have already take it with this variable as a new HTML. So here I want to pass it. Okay, simply pass it. I hope friend it's very much clear to you. So if you search into the Google with the insert adjacent HTML, then everything will be more clear. Like here if you search it, okay, if you search it, then like there is one of the resources. In the first resources you can see there is a element insert adjacent element. So you can see that is actually all that position. Actually they have the position as a before begin, as a before that element itself, and after begin just insert that element before the first child. Okay, here you can see they have some of the position name, so you will get some of the references from here. So right now it's totally fine. I want to make it as a first position. So for the reasons here I make it as a after begin. Okay, now let's check this out. If you now click as a save all, and now if you go, and now I want to refresh. Okay, I refresh and I make it as a plus. I put as a Aryan, and I just put that value as a like as a 44. Okay, or 40. I make it as a 40. Now click as a submit. You can see it's not perfect. It's not successfully inserted this data without loading that page. There is display name as a Aryan, and also is display as a plus, and then that is our 40 value. Okay friend, I hope every part is very much clear to you. And also here if you want to insert another one, like I just refresh. Okay, I just refresh again. I make it as a plus and make it as a Aryan, and I put that value as a 410. Now click as a enter. successfully enter, I make it as another one as a Kazi, and for the Kazi I make it as a minus. Okay, and for the minus I make it as a 40 again. Now click as a enter, that means the submit. Now you can see it's now successfully loaded. That is a new item as a Kazi, another item as a Aryan. But here one things, like in our theme into the salary, you can see when that will be as a plus, here I'm actually loaded another class, and that when that will be as a minus, that means a minus amount, then that is another class. Okay, like if you, right now we don't need this, better I close it. And if you go to our HTML, into the index HTML, like you can see that is one of the class as a expense amount. For the expense amount, that will be as a red, and also there is another one as an income amount class. So this class will be as a blue, right? Here we have to actually get both of these. That means when that will be as a plus type, then that will be as an income account, rather than that will be as a expense account. So here we have to work a little bit better on to do and to continue this process. In our next video, I will show you that things with the live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.